In this video, we will learn how to export full profile data from Linked Helper, including messaging history, into ActiveCampaign CRM so that you can see them with emails, names, companies they work for, and other important information. Linked Helper can fetch the data from LinkedIn to the specifically created fields and messaging history as a note to the contact card. Companies are recorded as accounts, also with full LinkedIn data that we can get from LinkedIn. You will see contacts who work here and messaging history recorded as notes. Let's take one of my campaigns and scroll down to the point where I want to begin Profile Export. Click Add Action. Under Export and Integration tab, select Send Person to External CRM. Select ActiveCampaign. Now you need to get your access keys. In ActiveCampaign, open Settings, Developer, and copy the URL and keys and insert them into the Linked Helper fields. Now we've successfully linked ActiveCampaign and Linked Helper app. Let's get to setting the fields. First, decide if you want the messaging history exported along with profile data and store it as a note. I definitely want to do it, so I leave this check mark on. Select the list in your CRM, the default master list, or if you have others created, you can choose them here. Email is a mandatory field selected as identifier. A contact cannot exist in ActiveCampaign without an email, since this is a CRM mostly designed for email campaigns. Knowing this, bear in mind that if there's no email indicated on the LinkedIn page, or if Linked Helper could not find this email via Email Finder tool or a third-party email scraper. In other words, if there's no email for this contact in the Linked Helper database, they cannot be sent to ActiveCampaign, and you will find them in the failed sublist with the error explaining that a mandatory field is missing. So here are 5 basic fields: email and phone as identifiers, also first name, last name, and tags. Next, you should press Create Most Useful Custom Fields. This will create custom fields in ActiveCampaign for storing information from Linked Helper, such as current company and position, LinkedIn profile URL, summary, contacts, and a lot more. Feel free to uncheck boxes next to fields you don't want to send to the CRM, but make sure that public ID and member ID are checked. These are additional identifiers besides email to avoid creating duplicates. We are done with the basic fields. However, we can create additional ones. Click on the plus icon. On the left side, select the Linked Helper field. Constant value. This is a string of text, like a tag or a label, that you can assign to contacts to record some important information. It can be a name of a project, for example. On the right side, select the matching field in ActiveCampaign CRM. If nothing seems like a good choice from the suggested fields, you can create a custom field right here without leaving Linked Helper app. Give it a name in the approved format and click Yes. In ActiveCampaign, you can find these fields in Manage Fields menu. You may want to refresh the page to see the newly created field. Don't forget to tick the overwrite checkmark. Overwrite means that Linked Helper will update the existing information in ActiveCampaign with new information from Linked Helper. Here's an example. Let's say you have activated export of contacts in 2 places in your campaign. One action goes beneath the like and comment action above. In the like and comment action, you have assigned an automatic tag, post-like, to successfully process profiles. The point of having override is that the action that follows it will send this new tag and update the tag field in ActiveCRM. Most fields should have the override checkmark next to them. I also have custom variables in Linked Helper for some profiles. They can be sent to ActiveCampaign CRM too. Create a new field. On the left side, select the name of your custom variable. On the right side, select or create a field for storing that information in ActiveCampaign CRM. We're done with creating the fields for the contact. Let's switch to the Account tab. The name of the organization is a mandatory identifying field. Click Create Most Useful Custom Fields to fetch more data from Linked Helper. Company ID and Public ID are created as additional identifiers. Don't forget that you can always remove unnecessary fields. Now you have 2 options. You can save these settings as custom settings for this specific action in this campaign. Or you can save them as default settings for ActiveCampaign CRM, and this will affect all other actions where default settings are used to export profiles to ActiveCampaign. Now that everything is ready, we can start the campaign. When you view a single profile on LinkedIn, you can send it immediately to ActiveCampaign using this button. However, without an email, a profile cannot be sent. So before doing this, it's best to quickly check if there's an email for this contact in the Linked Helper CRM. In that case, the sending of profile will succeed. This option is also available from the profile card in Linked Helper CRM. Default settings for your CRM can be changed in Settings, External CRM menu. Here you can assign a different default CRM for this action and make any changes to the configuration of fields by adding extra fields or removing others. Remember that changing the default settings will affect all actions where these settings are applied.